Right now, I'd like you to think of 3 people who mean the most to you. The 3 people who love you and whom you love dearly with all your heart. The 3 people who make your life worth living. Now, please forgive me as I share a horrifying truth with you. One of the 3 people you are thinking about right now, and quite possibly you, are affected by a condition that steals life right out from underneath you. Years, even decades earlier than even fate would have it. Uprooting families by the millions, and often leaving doctors scratching their heads. This condition, until recently, had scientists stunned. No one believed that it could spread so quickly, that the genes that caused it would mutate so rapidly, only to later be passed down your own bloodline into your children's blood, and into their children's blood. Yet the numbers do not lie. After I lost a dear companion to this wretched but preventable condition, something that still haunts me to this very day, I vowed to dedicate as many years of my life as necessary to discover the solution, one that could help others avoid my own personal nightmare. And along the way, I was met with one pharmaceutical roadblock after another. You will simply be in awe of how greed and corruption has allowed this condition to spread. It's a story I'll share with you later. Now, this condition comes in many forms, and it has many names. Some diseases cause it, and sometimes it's found in seemingly healthy individuals. Here at the Institute of Longevity, we refer to this chemical serial killer as toxic blood. Toxic blood is a combination of conditions that turns your blood into a thick, dark sludge. Your blood becomes syrupy and polluted, a literal sewage dump for toxins, fats that cause plaque buildup in your heart and brain, and dying blood cells. All your cells die without oxygen, and toxic blood is an oxygen thief. It slowly suffocates the life out of billions of cells in your body, until eventually it suffocates you. You may now ask, how do I know if I have toxic blood? Many diseases contribute to it, yet no one disease is the sole cause. And unfortunately, most traditional medicines treat the symptoms rather than the cause of toxic blood. So you can get an A-OK from that friendly nurse at your doctor's office, only to have toxic blood continue its warpath all the way to your eventual collapse. If you have ever or are currently experiencing any of the following conditions or problems: poor circulation, especially tingling or falling asleep sensations in your hands and feet, heart disease, elevated cholesterol levels, high blood pressure, diabetes, ongoing fatigue, frequent urination, constipation, or any unusual symptoms that your doctor simply doesn't have an answer for, you almost assuredly have toxic blood. And it starts early, often in childhood, thanks to some of the environmental factors I'll share with you later. For example, we see clogged arteries in children as young as 12 years old. Toxic blood begins its rampage on your health very early on, so you can now imagine how much worse this blood sludge is when you're 30, 40, 50, 60, and older. However, common problems such as the ones I just covered are far from the only culprits behind toxic blood. Today, I'll reveal 3 other little-known risk factors that can create blood sludge. Factors that can tip the scale from sludge in your blood to young, healthy blood. Factors that masquerade as normal because they're not considered disease states, yet they cause tremendous sludge to form in your blood, making it more toxic by the moment. Now you may be wondering, what are my chances? Your chances are greater than 1 in 3 that you have toxic blood. That means you or someone very close to you is at incredible risk for toxic blood, along with a blood sludge that's cramping down on your veins, causing poor circulation, fatigue, aches and pains, and eventually even death. You absolutely must reverse toxic blood now, while you can, so that you can experience life as it was meant to be lived. Your heart, pumping strong and steady, sending oxygen-rich blood to every cell in your body. Your veins surging with life-giving circulation normally seen in people in their teens and 20s, giving you more stamina, greater energy, and longer-lasting drive. Your skin, smoother and more supple in appearance, simply from receiving that nourishing oxygen you're currently being deprived of. Your brain, once your blood has been detoxified, can finally perform at its peak, allowing you to recall memories once forgotten as you feel more alert and focused every day. And, as you'll soon see, as reported in a major scientific discovery made just within the year, a reset of your body's internal clock.